Then we'll talk just for a little bit about the scams and how they work. The best way to describe what is truly wrong with how this system works is to envision an aspirin for which a hospital system is charging $100. Now, I don't know how many of you all have actually looked at hospital bills in that detail. Hospitals charge $100 for an aspirin, and some hospitals in the northwestern United States charge more than $100 for an aspirin. So the insurance companies, the BUCAs, Blue United Cigna Aetna, if you're in the industry, you'll hear the word BUCA. It's Blue United Cigna Aetna. They love charges for $100 aspirins. Now, think about that. That's crazy. It doesn't make sense. They wish it were $200, and here's why. 60%, and the latest I saw was 80% of all medical services purchased were purchased by the self-funded buyers. 80% is the last I saw. Now, caveat, I'm taking all of the socialism like Medicare and Medicaid and pushing it aside. The government buys half of the care in this country, right at half. If you take that other 50%, 80% of that is bought by self-funded buyers. But Blue, United, Cigna, and Aetna are the third-party administrators for many of those claims. They receive a claim for $100 for an aspirin. They ride into the employer's office on their white horse and say, well, we're the big bad insurance company, and we beat that hospital to a pulp, and we got a discount, and we got it down to $5 for that aspirin. Now, never mind, the hospital paid a penny. So they're making obscene profit on the aspirin, even with the discount. And then, per the terms of our agreement, employer, you owe us a percentage of the savings that we've realized. So they'll receive a commission. Sometimes it's 28, sometimes it's 42% of what they saved that employer. Keep in mind, this PPO pre-negotiated all of these prices with that hospital, and in many instances will ask the hospital to charge more so they can maximize what they reap from shared savings or repricing, as it's called. That's called claims repricing. That's why the insurance companies want nothing to do with me, because I won't charge $50,000 for a knee arthroscopy. I charge $3,740. So they have no opportunity to pillage self-funded employers with claims repricing schemes. They all do it. So let's get back to our aspirin. So they paid a penny for the aspirin, took a beating and accepted $5. Why is the hospital part of this game? Because they'll claim that they lost $95 by not collecting the $100. So we charge $100, we collected $5, we lost $95, don't you know? Well, actually, they made out like a bandit, but they need that red ink to justify the fiction of their not-for-profit status. Furthermore, that the extent to which that red ink accumulates, that gets shipped off in a sewage trolley to Washington, D.C., where it generates a kickback to the hospital to the extent that they are providing uncompensated care. So uncompensated care is that bucket of red ink that they didn't collect on the aspirin that they profited wildly from, but are using to claim that they lost money. Is this gross yet? So that's I won't provide the prices the insurance companies can use to pillage, and that's why they won't use me. It's pretty gross. So I think I'm going to skip over why most insurance brokers are evil. There are some insurance brokers that are not. There's some people that are breaking the mold. But if your takeaway, if an insurance broker that works for one of these big brokerage houses, if they work on commission, they're evil. They're bad people. They are not doing what is in the best interest of their client. They're doing what is in the best interest of the carrier and the PPO, because that's who